Okay, where we're going to start here is to first create a folder for this lab. I'm going to assume that you have a Soil Sci 374 or some analogous folder somewhere. This one I have placed within my Documents folder. If I double click on that to open it, I already have a Lab 1, Lab 2 created. So I'm going to create a new folder for this lab called Lab 3. Okay, so that's set. Now, I have already downloaded the Landsat data from the GLOVIS website, and I'm by default, if you do this through the web browser, it's going to be placed in your downloads folder. Okay, now something that may make this process a little bit easier is that by default, Windows does not always show you all the file extensions on a file. And that can make it hard sometimes to identify some of these file names like the .tar and the .gz file. So I'm going to suggest that the next thing you do is go to in the Windows File Explorer, go to your View menu, and then over here check the box that says File Name Extensions. Okay, by default it is usually unchecked, but I suggest you check it. Okay, so then we're going to go back and I'm going to find the file that I downloaded. Okay, it's going to have this long name associated with it. It's going to start LT05 and then have, depending on where you downloaded it from in the world and what date you downloaded, that's going to make up the rest of these numbers. And then you can see here that it ends in .tar.gz. Okay, now in step 3 of the instructions, they have you take this file out of your downloads folder and move it to the newly created Lab 3 folder. So I'm going to right click on this and say cut, and then I'm going to navigate to that Lab 3 folder that I just created. Open that up, doesn't have anything in there. I'm going to right click and say paste. Okay, so now I am ready to decompress this file, and you can see here .tar.gz. So I'm going to right click on this file, move down to where it says 7-zip because I have the program installed, and I'm just hovering over the 7-zip here. Move over here, move down to extract here and click on that. Okay, the file is processed. Now I see that I have a .tar file and the original .tar.gz file. I click on the .tar file, right click, go to 7-zip, say extract here. And now I have the entire Landsat data set. Now these files will likely have different icons on your system. The files on my computer that refer directly to the Landsat are these ones that they have a little red icon here. B1 refers to the band 1 Landsat, band 2, band 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. These other files that are in the data set are accessory files. They talk about the quality of the file and additional information that you won't need to complete the lab, but they're always included as part of a data set download.